There are 7 footballers who perfectly represent the 7 heavenly virtues, and I will be going over them all, starting with the virtue of charity. Charity is defined as the voluntary giving of help, understanding someone else's struggles, and lifting them up. A shining example of this virtue is Marcus Rashford. In recent years, Rashford's career has been far from a highlight reel. After a brilliant 22-23 campaign where he netted 30 goals, his magic seems to have disappeared. In the previous 2023-24 campaign, Rashford reached an all-time low, finding the back of the net 8 times across 43 appearances for club and country. And if that wasn't bad enough, it wasn't just his on-field performances that grabbed the headlines. Nope, it was his off-field decisions, like when he attended a pre-planned birthday party just hours after Manchester United's crushing 3-0 loss to Manchester City in October 2023. As expected, critics pounced, and Erik ten Hag didn't hold back either, calling the move unacceptable.
Marcus Rashford had a party hours after the derby on Sunday night. Were you aware of that?
Yes, I am aware of it. I spoke with him about it, and it's unacceptable.
But the thing about Rashford is, if there's one thing he knows how to do, it's bouncing back. Rashford grew up in Wythenshawe, Manchester, in a household where every meal was a challenge. His mother Melanie often skipped meals so that her children could eat. Rashford was a child who knew the pain of hunger, and it's this experience that has shaped not just his career, but his character. He never forgot where he came from, even as his fame grew on the football pitch.
You know, my mum, she done the best she could. I remember we used to go to a shop called Pound World, and everything was under £1, and you know, we'd sort of schedule out the week, so we'd get 7 yogurts and you can have 1 yogurt a day. And this is all going on at a time where kids should be concentrating on schoolwork, and it's just crazy to think that this is still going on at this. You know, we're in 2020 now, and it's just something that I don't believe should be happening.
In 2020, when the world went into lockdown, Rashford recognized that countless children who depended on free school meals would suddenly be left without food. These were the same meals that had helped him get through his toughest days, so he knew what needed to be done. He partnered with Fair Share, a charity focused on redistributing surplus food to those in need. Initially, he aimed to raise £100,000, but Rashford's campaign became a tidal wave, raising over £20 million and providing millions of meals to vulnerable children across the UK. This wasn't a case of a celebrity writing a check for a photo op. Rashford was all in. He used his platform to call out the UK government for their lack of support for struggling families, and it worked. His campaign forced a government U-turn, ensuring that free school meals would be extended during holidays, a move that saved millions of kids from going hungry. Rashford's tireless efforts earned him an MBE, a recognition of his incredible work off the pitch. This is charity in its truest form, understanding the problem, feeling it personally, and doing everything you can to fix it. So, sure, Rashford hasn't hit his best form in front of the net, but his true goal, making a real difference, is well and truly in the back of the net. That's charity, and Rashford is its ultimate striker. Next up, we've got a player who may not always deliver on his price tag, but he's been scoring major points in a different department, and he is the footballer who represents the virtue of kindness. Kindness is about being generous and considerate and treating others well even when no one's watching. In the chaotic world of football, one footballer who has truly been kind is Jack Grealish. But of course, alongside that kindness is the weight of the £100 million price tag attached to his name. Since his blockbuster move to Manchester City, the critics have had plenty to say.
I've never been a huge admirer of Jack Grealish. I think he's okay. I think he's a good player.
I think he's a good player.
Clearly he's a good player. But I don't think he's a £100 million footballer.
Grealish has been under constant scrutiny, with many pointing out his struggles to live up to the hefty valuation. The 2023-24 season didn't help his case much, with Grealish managing just 3 goals and 3 assists across 36 appearances. Injuries threw off his rhythm, and while he showed up in big moments, netting key goals against Arsenal and Manchester United, his stats haven't exactly silenced the doubters. And then there's the off-field reputation. Grealish's party antics, like his 4-day celebration after City's treble win in 2023, didn't exactly help. His wild trips to Ibiza and public love for a post-match 5-course Chinese meal have earned him a reputation as football's party boy. But there's another side to Grealish that often gets overshadowed by the glitz. Beyond the price tag and the parties, his kindness has shown through in the moments that matter most. A good instance of this was his heartwarming scene during City's Super Cup victory in 2023. Amidst the chaos of the medal ceremony, Grealish paused everything to interact with a young, visually impaired girl. It wasn't scripted, and it certainly wasn't for the cameras. Grealish took a few precious moments to chat with her, creating a memory that will last a lifetime. This isn't an isolated incident either. Grealish is known for his thoughtful gestures. During the 2022 World Cup, he honored a promise to an 11-year-old fan with cerebral palsy, performing a special goal celebration dedicated to the boy.
Do this.
You want to do this?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do that for you, alright?
Alright.
I promise. But remember, I've
Next
got to
time you
score
score,
though.
next time you
Next
score.
time I score, yeah? Alright then.
On he goes once more, and Grealish is there. And an all-Manchester combination.
Grealish doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk, using his platform to bring joy to fans, both young and old. Despite the critics, Grealish has proven his worth by being a key player in City's treble-winning campaign. Even Pep praised Grealish for stepping up in crucial matches, showing that his game isn't just about stats, but about influence. His ability to control games, create chances, and be a driving force in City's attack. So while Grealish might still have to work on silencing the doubters on the pitch, there's no denying that his acts of kindness and his commitment to giving back makes him a player you can't help but root for. While Grealish is known for his acts of kindness, even under the pressure of his £100 million price tag, the next footballer on my list is known for holiness, and he is the footballer who embodies the virtue of chastity. Chastity is defined as self-control over things of sexual and sensual nature, even when temptations arise. No footballer embodied this virtue better than Kaká. Kaká's commitment to his Christian faith was a cornerstone of his life, and this played a significant role in his chastity. Unlike many of his football peers, Kaká was open about the fact that he and his wife, Caroline Selico, remained virgins until their marriage in 2005. This was not just a reflection of religious values, but also of the discipline that Kaká carried into all areas of his life. He famously stated, "The Bible teaches that true love waits until marriage," showing his dedication to living a life in line with his beliefs. On the pitch, Kaká was a force to be reckoned with. His career highlights include winning the prestigious Ballon d'Or in 2007, beating the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. During his peak years, especially at AC Milan, he was known for his incredible dribbling, passing, and goal-scoring abilities. He was key in AC Milan's Champions League triumph in 2007 and helped Brazil secure the 2002 World Cup. His stats from those years reflect his brilliance, scoring 104 goals across 307 appearances for Milan. Despite Kaká's brilliance on the pitch, his personal life wasn't without its challenges. In 2015, his marriage to Caroline Selico ended in divorce. The reason? According to Selico, Kaká was too perfect for her. She explained that their split wasn't due to infidelity or any wrongdoing, but because she felt unfulfilled. Despite Kaká being a loving and faithful husband, he never betrayed me. He treated me well. He gave me a wonderful family, but I was not happy. Something was missing. The problem was he was too perfect for me. Kaká, being deeply religious, struggled with the divorce, saying he did everything he could to save the marriage because his Christian values didn't align with divorce. Despite the heartbreak, Kaká remained committed to his faith, later finding love again with Brazilian model Carolina Dias. His journey through these personal challenges only further highlighted his dedication to living a life of chastity and integrity. In today's world of football, where headlines are often dominated by scandal and controversy, Kaká's story is one of a player who stayed true to his values. His commitment to chastity wasn't just about his marriage, it was about maintaining self-control in all aspects of his life. While his story is marked by faith and chastity, the next player on our list has shown that delay is not denial, and is the footballer that represents the virtue of patience. Patience, in its truest sense, is the ability to endure hardships and setbacks even when hope for better days seems elusive. In the world of football, no footballer exemplifies patience better than Lionel Messi. Messi's club career with Barcelona took off like a rocket. From a young age, he was already breaking records and winning trophies. But his journey with the Argentine national team wasn't quite the same fairy tale. Despite being heralded as one of the greatest players of all time, Messi's earlier years with Argentina were filled with frustration and heartbreak. Messi shone brightly on the club stage, racking up trophies and individual awards. But on the international stage, things didn't go as smoothly. Argentina, with Messi leading the charge, reached several finals, but couldn't cross the finish line. Between 2007 and 2016, Messi lost 4 major finals with Argentina: the 2007 Copa America, the 2014 World Cup, and back-to-back Copa America America finals in 2015 and 2016. The weight of these losses, particularly the Copa America defeat to Chile in 2016, where he missed his own penalty, hit Messi really hard, leaving him visibly devastated. Overwhelmed with emotion, Messi announced his retirement from international football.
Son 4 finales la que me toca perder, la que nos toca perder, 3 seguidas. La verdad que es una lástima, pero tiene que ser así. No se da y lo intentamos, lo buscamos y ya está. Que ya está, se terminó para mí la selección. Ya, como dije recién, son 4 finales, no es para mí. Lamentablemente lo busqué, era lo que más deseaba. No se me dio, pero creo que ya está.
It's the fraud element of Messi that no one wants to talk about. Domestically, he's won everything there is to win at Barcelona.
Yeah.
And he started Barcelona, what, 13?
Yeah.
He's won everything there is to win. When they were winning the best things at Barcelona, it was Messi, it was Xavi, Iniesta, David Villa. When they would break from 2008 on and go their separate ways for major tournaments, Xavi and Iniesta and David Villa and all those Spanish guys from Barca were winning tournaments. Euro 2008, World Cup 2010, Euro 2012. Messi, the second he steps on a field without that core, is average. And you have seen it in Copa Americas, you have seen it in World Cups. He's now gone 675 straight minutes without scoring a World Cup goal. Because Xavi's not there, because Iniesta's not there, because David Villa's not there. And the best players I've ever seen in my life can play with anybody. Zinedine Zidane could play with anybody. And he did it constantly at Juventus, for France, Real Madrid, scoring in the final at Hampton Park in Scotland. He could play with any. Ronaldo, fat Ronaldo from Brazil, could play with anybody and win. That's greatness. That's a GOAT. That's a guy you respect. Fraud. He's been a fraud internationally since he started his career, and we're seeing it really come to the surface now. He's not the same guy when he leaves Camp Nou.
It seemed like his international career would end without the glory he craved, but Messi's story with Argentina wasn't over. His decision to retire was met with an outpouring of support from fans and fellow players. Argentina needed him, and after some time to reflect, Messi reversed his decision and returned to the national team. That moment of patience, taking time to process the defeat, and eventually deciding to come back, became a turning point in his international career. Messi's return would lead to redemption. In 2021, after years of heartbreak, Messi finally lifted his first major international trophy, winning the Copa America after defeating Brazil in the final. Messi was instrumental throughout the tournament, and the joy on his face as he celebrated was a testament to his patience and perseverance. But he wasn't done yet. In 2022, Messi capped off his international career in the best way possible by winning the FIFA World Cup. Argentina defeated France in one of the most thrilling World Cup finals ever, cementing Messi's legacy as the greatest of all time. In a world that demands instant success, Messi's career is a masterclass in patience. He endured a decade of near misses and crushing defeats before finally achieving his dream. Messi's journey shows that true greatness isn't just about talent, it's about staying patient, even when the odds seem stacked against you. But patience alone isn't always enough. Sometimes it's sheer hard work and persistence that drives success, and that is why the next footballer represents the virtue of diligence. Diligence is a virtue that describes an attitude of constant and earnest effort to achieve something, regardless of any distractions and pitfalls that may occur. If there's one footballer who truly embodied this virtue, it's Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski's career is a testament to what can be achieved through relentless effort. The Polish striker has been at the top of his game for over a decade, dominating in the Bundesliga with Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich, and now continuing his success at Barcelona. But perhaps one of the most painful moments in Lewandowski's career came in 2020, a year he was undoubtedly the best player in the world, scoring 55 goals in just 47 games across all competitions. Bayern Munich won the treble, the Bundesliga, DFB Pokal, and the UEFA Champions League, and Lewandowski was the driving force behind it all. It seemed inevitable that he would win the Ballon d'Or. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, French football made the controversial decision to cancel the award that year. leaving Lewandowski empty-handed despite his stellar performances. It was a tough blow, but true to his diligent nature, Lewandowski didn't let it derail him. He kept pushing, winning the Best FIFA Men's Player Award in both 2020 and 2021. Lewandowski's discipline isn't limited to the football pitch, it extends to his personal life as well. His wife, Anna Lewandowska, a decorated karate champion, personal trainer, and nutrition expert, has been instrumental in helping Lewandowski maintain his peak physical condition through her tailored workout plans and nutrition advice. Their relationship is a powerhouse of fitness and health, with Anna often sharing insights from their regimen on her blog, Healthy Plan by Anne, and on her social media. It's no wonder that Lewandowski, now in his mid-30s, is still performing at the highest level. His longevity at the top of world football is a product of his diligent work ethic, disciplined lifestyle, and relentless desire to keep improving. Even after being denied what many believe was a deserved Ballon d'Or in 2020, Lewandowski hasn't slowed down. Instead, he's continued to lead Barcelona to success, proving that hard work beats everything. In a sport where many players peak and then fade, Lewandowski's persistence and dedication have kept him at the pinnacle for years. He is a footballer whose entire career is built on consistent hard work. His disciplined approach to fitness and his ability to bounce back from setbacks like the Ballon d'Or snub shows that success doesn't just happen, it's earned one goal at a time. But while diligence can take you far, another key to success is self-control, which is why the next player on my list embodies the virtue of temperance. Temperance is defined as the virtue of moderation, simplicity, and voluntary self-composure. A footballer whose simplicity has been key in his rise to the top is Rodri. From his minimalistic lifestyle to his crucial role in City's success, Rodri has made simplicity his trademark. Rodri's disciplined approach to life is evident in the way he lives. Despite being a top footballer earning millions, he leads a simple life. He still drives the same Opel car he bought when he first made it as a professional footballer, and his lifestyle is far from the flashy image many footballers project. Rodri is all about practicality and moderation, a reflection of his grounded personality. This minimalistic attitude extends to how he carries himself on the pitch, steady, composed, and always in control. What's more impressive is that Rodri didn't just rely on football for his future. He pursued a business degree at the Universidad de Castellón while playing professionally. Balancing the demanding schedule of a top-tier footballer with studying is no small feat, but Rodri's temperance allowed him to manage both worlds seamlessly. He has spoken fondly about his time in university, calling it one of the best periods of his life. On the pitch, Rodri has become one of Pep Guardiola's most instrumental players, a key figure in Manchester City's historic treble-winning campaign in 2023. His crowning moment came in the UEFA Champions League final against Inter Milan, where his well-placed goal secured City's first ever European title. Rodri's playing style reflects simplicity. He doesn't overcomplicate things. Whether it's a simple pass or a well-timed tackle, Rodri knows how to keep it simple, focusing on doing the basics well. His ability to read the game, break up attacks, and transition smoothly into City's offensive play makes him one of the most dependable midfielders in the world. Rodri's stellar performances in 2023 placed him in the conversation for the prestigious Ballon d'Or. That year he, however, finished 5th in the Ballon d'Or rankings. While that Ballon d'Or eluded him, he was once again crucial for Man City in retaining the Premier League and was instrumental for Spain in winning their 4th European title, which has now made him an overwhelming favorite for the 2024 Ballon d'Or. Rodri's career is a lesson in simplicity both on and off the pitch. His ability to stay grounded, avoid distractions, and focus on long-term success has made him one of the most reliable and influential players in world football. But while Rodri keeps things simple and controlled, the next player embodies a different kind of simplicity, and he is the player who represents the virtue of humility. Humility is defined as the quality of being humble, characterized by modest behavior, selflessness, and the giving of respect. A footballer who has expressed these qualities is Erling Haaland. Despite his imposing presence on the pitch and his superstar status, Haaland consistently shows humility through his actions and words. Haaland's football journey began with inspiration from his father, Alfie Haaland, a former Premier League player whose career was cut short due to injury. Haaland followed in his father's footsteps, but has managed to carve out his own legacy, far surpassing his father's achievements. Alfie's career ended early due to injury, but Haaland has used this as motivation, acknowledging his father's influence while pursuing his own greatness. On the surface, Haaland might not seem like a typical humble player, standing a towering 6'4" with a persona that screams confidence. He could easily be mistaken for someone who lets success get to his head. head. But time and time again, Haaland has proven that beneath the towering figure is a player who never forgets the importance of teamwork and gratitude. After breaking records and scoring an incredible 52 goals in 53 matches during his debut season with Manchester City, Haaland consistently used award podiums to thank his teammates for their role in his success. Whether it's crediting them during interviews or acknowledging their contribution during celebrations, he remains focused on the collective effort rather than personal accolades.
You make it look easy. What's the secret?
It's not that easy. It's difficult, but I'm playing in a really good team, and they've been helping me a lot ever since I came here. So I'm really happy, and I'm really proud to play with those amazing players.
We're getting away early. I'm going to start with you because last year you were up here. 91 goals now in 100 games. Some players struggle to adapt in the Premier League, and you have made it look so easy. What's the secret?
Well, first of all, to be in a good team. I think the players I'm playing with has been helping me so much, and yeah, when you play with these good players, it's kind of a dream. So I'm enjoying it, and that's a big secret, I think.
His humility was also on full display during the 2023 Ballon d'Or ceremony, despite fans and pundits feeling that Haaland was robbed. After Lionel Messi secured his record 8th Ballon d'Or, Haaland gracefully congratulated Messi on social media, showing no bitterness, even as many argued his extraordinary season, which included leading Manchester City to a historic treble and should have been enough to win him the award. He later expressed his admiration for Messi, noting that the Argentine is the greatest footballer to ever play the game.
Couldn't have really gone any better in your first year here, and yet you missed out to Messi on the 2 big individual prizes. For you to actually win those, does he have to retire?
I don't know. Good question. True, he won it, and he won the World Cup, so I don't know what to say. He is the best that's ever played, I think, so yeah.
Haaland's humility is even more impressive when you consider his potential. At just 23 years old, he's already broken numerous records, including becoming the fastest player to reach 30 goals in the Champions League and setting the record for the most goals in a single Premier League season with 36 goals. Despite these feats, Haaland often downplays his achievements, focusing on continuous improvement and team success. His humility, coupled with his relentless drive, suggests that he's well on his way to becoming one of football's all-time greats. In a world where ego and self-promotion often dominate the narrative, Haaland stands out as a player who lets his game speak for itself. If you enjoyed this video, do well to like and subscribe and turn on your notification for future videos.